So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create and export and install a welcome splash screen or welcome screen on the Fangling F2100B CNC controller. So there's a couple of rules, you must stick to them. Deviating from the rules is going to mean failure. So, I mean, just listen, hear me out and do everything as I say and you'll be fine. Like I said, deviating will just not work for you. So anyways, let's go over the rules here. So first rule, your image must be 800 by 480. Also, your file size, or the second rule, file size, must be under 2 megabytes. Also, your image is going to have to be exported or saved as 256 color bitmap or .bmp. Also, the title name is going to be very important. So when you're labeling it, you're not going to label it whatever you want. You need to type in welcome with the capitalized W. This works on version 4.0 and 5.0 Fangling controllers. So that's basically it. Now, free softwares that you can do splash screens with is like the Paint program that's included with all the Windows versions for like the past 20, 30 plus years, whatever. But you can use inside of Paint or Paint program to create your screens. Also, if you're going to use a different software, you're probably going to have to export it as a bitmap or BMP file and then you're going to have to open it with Paint and then export it again. So if you have a different type of software, I use different types of softwares, especially for photo editing and stuff. And sometimes you need millimeters or you need an inch conversion. So sometimes they won't always do pixels. Most should, but you know, stuff that doesn't, I've already done a pixel conversion size for you guys here, or pixel size conversion. So pixel size conversion for 800 by 480 is going to be right down here. This is the millimeters and the inches. You can go ahead and pause the video and look at those, but that's basically your conversion. If you need centimeters and other types of measurements, you can just search it up on Google. I have no recommended sites, but there's so many. So let's go ahead and go into my Sign Master program here. So this is Sign Master Pro. I use this for vinyl cutting and making t-shirts and all different kinds of stuff. So you don't have to use this. You can use free stuff like Inkscape, which is a favorite by many. You can use GIMP or Paint.net. There's just so many programs out there. But make sure that you're able to save it as a bitmap or BMP file. So as you can see, I've already created something, and this is just for demo. This is not what I'm going to be installing in the machine. So as you can see, I took some clip arts and I inserted them here off of Google. Also inserted some text, did a little bit of outline, aligned it the way I like it, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and show you on Google the original. This is copyright free. Make sure that you stay away from the copyrighted stuff. They will come after you. And you want to just make sure you want to do your own unique design or logos and just be legit about it. So with that being said, this is the original copyright free. And then I imported that into my software. And as you can see, I edited a lot of it. I took away the big sparks and I created little small ones, changed the plasma screen, added colors. Looks the same, but not exactly the same. But anyways, again, this is just a demo. I'm happy with this. Also, if you like fonts or you need fonts, you can always customize them by downloading free ones. So I'm going to show you this website. It's called defont.com. You can download a lot of free stuff from here. There's thousands upon thousands of images that are 100% free. If you're doing these for commercial machines or selling them or something, make sure that you get the right permissions and all that stuff. So you can contact the creators by looking at them on the site. Also, you'll get you have a little bit of options here. It tells you how many have been downloaded or whatever, but it says 100% free, and it gives you how many font files are within the downloaded or downloadable program. So you can see this one says free for personal use, and yeah, see, if you want to use it for commercial, you actually have to buy it or contact the person or persons and get their permission or buy it, whatever. But yeah, really cool site for fonts. So let's go ahead and go back. I'm liking this little demonstration here. So let's go ahead and go into File. Let's go ahead and export that. And here we go. So we want to make sure we keep that title, like I said in the previous rules, welcome with a capital W. And then you're going to save this as a Windows bitmap or BMP file. And it doesn't give me any other options, so I'm going to have to import this or export this and then bring it into Paint program. So I've already done this. I'm going to get out of that. Let's go into the Paint program. So as you can see, I've already loaded it into, or loaded the file I made into the Windows Paint program. If yours looks differently, it might be because you have an older version of Windows. This is Windows 11, so it's going to look a little bit different, but it's basically the same. So I had to add a border here, and you can actually you can edit this inside of Paint here. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out of that. I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and go into File, and then we're going to save as, and then we're going to go to BMP Picture, and then we're going to title it correctly, and then we're going to go to the Save As type. So make sure you click on this, and you want to click on 256 color bitmap. Don't click anything else or it won't work. Excuse me. But anyways, you're able to work with 256 colors, and you can get a little bit of different shadings off each color, but don't get too crazy with like stuff like gradients. They won't work. They won't work to your liking. I should say that. I've tried gradients before, and they never come out right. So if you're going from one color and you're gonna go into a whole different gradient of a different color, yeah, just don't work with gradients. Keep it simple, solid colors, simple designs, and you should be fine. Besides, the more you put into your design, the higher the file size is going to be. So I've already saved it. Let's go ahead and go into Properties by left clicking or right clicking, and then we're going to see the size, the total file size here. So it's 1.10, and we're under the 2 megabyte restriction. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of that, save it, and then I'm done. So like I said, this is not the design I'm putting into the machine. I'm going to take the other design that I already have made previously, and I'm going to show you guys on how to insert this file from the flash drive, or you got to put it on a flash drive and then transfer it to the Fangling controller. So let me go ahead, get into the shop, and we'll do that. Okay, so I'm here with the controller, and I'm going to go ahead and take the flash drive, plug it into the machine, and then I'm going to transfer that new splash screen onto this system. Now, you can see I already have one on there, so I'm just going to show you guys with this new file how to transfer it on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug that USB in there, make sure it's glowing so it's on. I'm just going to enter my system there. And what I'm going to do now is zoom in, and then I'm going to show you guys what you have to actually press to get into that menu. We're going to go into diagnose, so we have to hit F5, and then from here we go to system define. We press F8, and then we can either pick through these other options or just hit F8. I think F8 is easier. So we want to go ahead and update, and when we push, it's going to ask if we want to update. We're going to push OK by hitting enter, and then it's going to give us a list here of what we want to update. We can do the function update, welcome update, and factory setting. So we're going to go into welcome update. We're going to hit enter. Also, before I forget, sometimes you might have to do this a couple of times because sometimes the system won't just take it automatically. You could get confused by hitting a button or whatever, but I'm pretty sure I got to do this again. So I'm just going to hit OK there, and I'm just going to do it again just to make sure. So back to F8, and I'm going to push OK, and then the setting is the welcome update, or you can push F2. Now I've done F2 before and it doesn't work, or I've actually had to go down and enter it into it manually. So I'll just go ahead and enter that, and then it'll say updating, wait, and then it'll say successful, please restart. So this was a different little menu than what you saw previously. That's why I say sometimes you got to do it again, because it doesn't always go in automatically the first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the system here, and we're gonna see if that new file took any, or if it took to the machine. So it takes a little bit to start up here. Give it a couple seconds. There we go. So that's my new splash screen there. So it looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks better in person. There's more reds and stuff, but I mean, on the camera, it doesn't look all that great. Let's see, maybe I can change that. There we go. That's better. So that's really what I'm seeing through my eyes, what you're seeing through the camera now. So a darker red. Oop. Anyways, darn camera. But anyways, that's the way how you do it. And it's as easy as that. I mean, a lot of people have problems, but make sure that your pixels and the way you save your file, everything is correct. You might have to do it a couple of times until you actually have success. This is the older controller compared to the newer controller, the version 5.0. It's a little bit different. They keep updating these controllers, so like the new updates and stuff, they'll say up here, like this one's a version 4.0. My new one is 5.0, and I mean, it looks all the same. It's just internal updates and stuff like that. But anyways, I think I'll go ahead and leave it there. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.